Hey everyone, and welcome to Sparrow Psychology. It's kind of wild when you think about it. We spend, a third of our entire lives asleep? But do we really know what's going on during all that time?
For most of us, sleep feels like downtime, right? Just this necessary thing we have to do. But what if I told you that while you're out cold, your body is actually firing on all cylinders, performing one of its most critical and powerful functions? In this explainer, we are going to dive into why sleep isn't just rest. It's your hidden superpower. All right, so to really get a grip on just how powerful sleep is, let's flip the script. Let's start with a bit of a wake-up call and look at what happens when you don't get enough of it. And believe me, the evidence? It's pretty shocking. Okay, first up, let's talk about a direct hit to your wellness. Get this. Research has found that men who are regularly sleeping only 4 to 5 hours a night, they end up with testosterone levels of someone 10 years older. Think about that. A lack of sleep can literally age you by a full decade in this one crucial area. And it's not just men. We see similar issues with reproductive health for women, too.
And you might think, oh, that's over the long term. But nope, the impact can be immediate. There's this wild global experiment that happens twice a year involving 1.6 billion people. It's called daylight saving time. And check this out. In the spring, when we all lose just 1 hour of sleep, hospitals see a 24% spike in heart attacks the very next day. Just 1 hour.
Okay, so it's pretty clear the consequences are serious. But why? What is sleep actually doing for us that's so important? Well, let's start with the command center, your brain, and more specifically, its ability to learn new things.
For a long time, we thought sleep was all about hitting save on memories after you've learned something. But it turns out you also need sleep before you learn, just to get your brain ready. Think of it like a dry sponge ready to soak up new information. Without sleep, it's like that sponge is already waterlogged. Your brain's memory circuits just can't absorb anything new.
So, to put this to the test, scientists did this really cool study. They took a group of people and split them in two. You had the sleep group, they got a full glorious 8 hours of shut-eye. And then you had the sleep deprivation group, and they had to pull an all-nighter in the lab. No naps, not even any caffeine to help them out. So the next day, they brought both groups in and had them try to learn a bunch of new facts. And the results? They were absolutely staggering. The sleep-deprived group had a 40% deficit in their ability to make new memories. Let me put that in perspective for you. That's literally the difference between acing an exam and failing it. Big time.
And when they looked at their brains with scanners, they could see exactly why. In the folks who got a good night's sleep, the hippocampus, which is basically your brain's inbox for new information, it was lit up, just buzzing with activity. But in the sleep-deprived group, nothing. It was eerily quiet. It was like their memory inbox was just closed for business. Any new information just bounced right off.
But it's not just about your brain. Not at all. The impact sleep has on the rest of your body is just as critical, especially when we start talking about your immune system.
So inside your body, you have this incredible defense force. Part of that team are these things called natural killer cells, and they're awesome. You can think of them like the secret service agents of your immune system. Their whole job is to hunt down and destroy dangerous stuff, like cancer cells. You definitely want a full, well-rested squad of these guys on patrol 24/7.
But here's the thing. If you're not sleeping enough, you just don't have that. Researchers found that after just one single night of only 4 hours of sleep, there's a 70% drop in the activity of these critical immune cells. 70%! That's a massive state of immune deficiency from just one bad night's sleep.
And this really points to the long-term danger, right? This weakened immune state is exactly why we're now seeing these really strong links between short sleep and a higher risk for lots of different kinds of cancer. In fact, the connection is so solid that the World Health Organization now classifies any kind of nighttime shift work as a probable carcinogen. Why? Purely because it messes with our sleep.
So, when you look at all the huge studies that have been done on this, the conclusion is, it's pretty blunt. The shorter your sleep, the shorter your life. It's a simple, hard truth. Not getting enough sleep is a predictor of death from all causes.
Okay, so after all that doom and gloom, you're probably wondering what you can actually do about it. Well, here's the good news. Improving your sleep doesn't have to be some super complicated thing.
In fact, there are 2 really powerful, really simple tips you can start using tonight. First up, regularity. This is huge. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. And yes, that includes weekends. Regularity is king. It really anchors your sleep. And number 2,
keep it cool. Your body actually needs to drop its core temperature to fall asleep, so try to keep your bedroom at around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 Celsius.
So let's just be crystal clear about this. Sleep is not a luxury. It's not something you can just catch up on. It is a non-negotiable biological necessity. It's your life support system, and honestly, it's the closest thing we have to a real-life fountain of youth.
Hey, if you found this explainer helpful for understanding this incredible superpower we all have, please think about subscribing and maybe sharing it with someone you know who could use this info. Every share really does help us make more explainers just like this one.
So now I'll turn it over to you. What's the one thing you're going to try tonight to reclaim your superpower? Thanks so much for joining us. And from all of us here at Sparrow Psychology,